Hello everyone friends, this is Jan with you, and today I decided to record a rather interesting video for you in which we'll try to grow $100. Let me say right away that of course there won't be any sky high amounts in this video, where we turn $100 into $1,000, $10,000 and so on. If you've seen similar videos on YouTube, know that they're not true. And today we're going to trade using the most aggressive risk management and money management, and we'll try to make something out of it. And I want to say right away that if you're a beginner, if this is your last money, you absolutely shouldn't trade in this way. Also, if you feel like it, you can like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Videos are now coming out on the channel every day. This challenge will continue throughout June. If everything goes well, we'll extend this challenge for the whole summer. So let's get started today. We'll be opening trades for 1 minute. Today, we're going to trade pretty aggressively. And I hope that everything will go well for us. So let's immediately enter an up trade for $5. This volume should be bought up since we're reaching the support zone. Another overlap might be needed here, because we could go a bit lower. Guys, look, right now I'm opening trades with 5% of my capital. Let me repeat once again that this is a very aggressive money management strategy. If you're trading on your own, if these are your last $100, open trades for just $1. Use no more than 2 overlaps, because it could happen that the market right now isn't very good, closer to bad. Because I'm using such an aggressive money management approach, this $100 can turn into zero pretty quickly. And in general, if today I manage to make 10 or 20% profit on my capital, that would already be quite good. So the first 2 trades are open. The first one will close at a loss. As you can see, I opened an overlap for $10. Here, I might need to open another overlap, or maybe I won't need to. If everything goes perfectly and I manage to make $200, that would be absolutely awesome. As you can see, I overlapped at a good spot right now. If it doesn't work out, well, there's nothing terrible about that either. So let's wait for the second trade to close. 5 seconds left. This one will most likely be a win too. And so far, as you can see, we're getting lucky. Again, we're opening trades for 1 minute. The throughput will be clearly less than if we open, for example, for 3 minutes. But I think everything will be okay. Guys, before they open the second trade, if you haven't subscribed to the Telegram channel yet, make sure to do so. The link is in the video description and in the pinned comment. You can check it out there as well. I post a huge amount of informative content on trading topics. And if you want to learn how to make money from trading, take a look. There are posts where I show the results of sessions with my team. You can either click the join the team button here or look for it in the pinned messages and check out the instructions there, message me directly and accordingly join us. You'll get access to a really awesome training course. There are 19 lessons here, plus homework assignments. Everything is designed so that you can start making money from trading as quickly as possible. You'll also get access to joint trading sessions, which look like this. But I post the results of these sessions in the public channel. And of course, you'll get access to a really cool chatbot. Right now, I'm spending a huge amount of money on it. There are also videos about it on YouTube. Next week, there will be videos about the chatbot. So be sure to check it out if you haven't seen it yet. All right, here we got closed out, plus we're dropping lower again. Basically, we can take a look at what's happening on the 5-minute candles. There are no zones below. On the RSI indicator, the low points are gradually rising. This is a classic divergence. Let's enter for an upward move here one more time. But if this trade ends up being a loss, I won't open any more positions because the chances are high that this is a real level breakout. Yes, as you can see, there are some pretty big red candles forming right now. I won't be opening any more trades here if there's a minus. Although, again, there's a pretty good divergence on the 5-minute candles. Here too, these volumes should be getting bought up very actively. It would have been better here, of course, to open a position for 2 or 3 minutes. But today I decided to make a pretty quick video, so let's see how it turns out. As you can see, so far we've had 2 wins in a row. So naturally, I could have shown you that. Guys, look, I open a position with $100, close it in profit, and then I have, say, $192 on my balance. Then I open a position with $192 and close it in profit. For example, now I have $370 on my balance. Now again, it's a win. Just wait and do, say, 20 takes like this. Even though I said I don't re-record videos, I could show how you can really turn $100 into $2,000 and tell you guys, just trade with this strategy and everything will work out for you. But of course, in reality, it doesn't work like that. So meanwhile, we're in profit again. And basically, we've already made almost 20% on our capital. And if I were trading on my own, this trading session might already be over. But since this video is only about 5 minutes long, I can keep trading a bit more. In this case, I opened a position for an increase because I saw a pattern similar to a bullish pin bar. The low points are rising over time, as you can see. And when we reach the second support zone, we also open a position for an increase here. If the price goes lower, we won't cover this trade anymore. We'll move on to another currency pair. As you can see, It's also possible to trade on the 1 minute time frame. There are people who trade exclusively on the 1 minute chart. That is, they enter trades throughout the entire day, spend 1 to 2 hours trading, open a huge number of trades, and in this way they make their money. Still, she prefers to trade more conservatively and open trades for 2 to 3 minutes. And I'll repeat, if you're a beginner, it's better for you to open trades for about 5 minutes, so you have time to look at the chart, analyze it, and find a good entry point for your trade. Alright, here we were, almost taken out in profit. But then the bears came in and bought up that volume. Alright, whatever. Right now, the main thing is for the second trade to close in profit, and then everything will be fine for us. As you can see, so far the success rate is actually pretty good. Yes, we're closing in profit. Now we can confidently say that we've earned 23% of the capital. Here, look, pretty large candles should be selling off these volumes. But judging by where the resistance zone is, again, you can open a follow-up position here for an upward move. Now, most likely, we'll reach this resistance zone, and from there, accordingly, we can enter a position for a downward move. Most likely, everything will play out in this way. Here, we can push just a little bit more. This zone, in principle, will be visible even on 10-second candles. Here, you can either enter a downward position right now for about 3 minutes, considering that we might go higher and then these volumes could start to be sold off, or you can wait a bit. There's nothing wrong with that. Although, it's possible that the pullback movement is starting right at this point, and there are 20 seconds left until the end of the trade. I don't really want to enter a downward position here. So far as you can see, everything is going great in terms of success rate. That is, we've only had one trade close in the red. If we had been trading with the entire balance well, it looks like the volumes have started to be sold off, then it would be a bit too late to enter here. That's it, we're closing in profit. Although, in any case, this volume should be sold off. But let's look for something else instead. And as you can see, we're sitting here trading absolutely stress-free. I really like this kind of trading. Here, a pattern has formed that's called a doji. It's a candle of uncertainty. In other words, it's unclear where we'll go after this pattern up or down. But judging by what's happening with the candles, most likely we're about to start selling off this volume. That's why we'll enter here for a downward move. You see, if I were trading with just $1 right now, we probably would have made about 5% on the capital, give or take, maybe a bit less. That's still a lot of money. And that's why your main task when you're a beginner is not to try to start making money as quickly as possible. For example, let's say I come to a boxing class and tell the coach, that's it, my goal is to become a master of sports within a month. Obviously, if you have no experience, that's simply impossible to achieve. The main task at first is just to work on your technique, carefully practice on the punching bag, then develop your stamina, and only after that start learning some tricks. And then, over time, you keep training, and eventually, for example, you reach the level of master of sports. But all of this doesn't happen right away. And in the meantime, we're closing in profit again. So, how long is the video? 8 minutes. Well, let's look for one more trade to open. The main thing is that it doesn't all end badly right now. Look, the RSI is in the overbought zone, and a pullback movement is starting. Here, something resembling a peak is forming. Basically, you could go for a downward trade, considering there was some pretty large candles here. Now, you see, you can switch to a more conservative money management approach and open trades with smaller amounts. Of course, I understand that for you as viewers, it's not as interesting to watch videos where I managed to make just 20 or 30% in even 10 minutes. But guys, I want to say that this percentage is actually huge. You have no idea how big of a percentage that is. That's the first point. And the second point is that I'm showing you real trading. If you came here to watch videos and learn so that you can start earning in the process, videos like these will get you results 10 times faster than those other ones, which actually won't get you any results at all. You know, the ones where you see someone start with a $10 balance and turn it into $10,000. That's it. You start to get the idea in your head that trading is very simple, that it's easy. You just sit down, press a couple of keys and make money. But it's impossible to trade like that. See, in our case, this trade also closed in profit. We managed to catch the pullback in time. We just got a good pullback movement on the 1 minute candles and entered the trades. And our win rate, of course, is just phenomenal. Just take a look at this. Yeah, what could I have done right now? I could have recorded this in one take. But let's imagine that this situation didn't happen. We have 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins, 5 wins, 6 wins in general. I could have shown a streak of 7 or 8 wins in a row. And really, if I had started trading with $100 and kept opening trades with the full amount each time, my balance would be really big right now. But in reality, trading works like this. And even now, I was trading as aggressively as possible $5 per trade, considering the balance is $100. Again, do you want to learn how to trade properly? You join the team, get access to the course, go through all the lessons, complete them, do the homework, pass the final test, trade with us during sessions, and most likely, everything will work out well for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Write your ideas for the next videos. We'll definitely make sure to organize everything.